guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how to make this beautiful Mother's Day inspired balloon bouquet. For more videos like this, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Leave me your comments and let's get started on showing you how to build this beauty. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so first let's start with building our base. Now, as I mentioned before, I have this beautiful Mother's Day balloon. I mean, how cute is that? So I will be picking up from some of the colors right over here. I see a lot of rose gold, pink and yellow and teal. So what I'm going to do is I first want to inflate this balloon, and the reason why is I want to know how big it is because I want this to be my centerpiece, right, to go on my base. So based on how big this is, I will inflate my base to go accordingly and not overpower this. Okay, so I'm just using my hand pump. You can use your electric pump. I never really use electric pump to fill these, and you can. I just don't want to risk popping them, which has happened in the past. So let me just bring the camera down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I also have an assortment of colors that I will go over with you in just a moment. Okay, you guys, so this is what my balloon looks like. And I mean, how cute with the arrows sticking out. Beautiful. And I believe this is about an 8-inch. See little hands over here? Can't touch. No, no, no. All right, so let's move on. So this will be about an 18-inch balloon. It's just that it happens to have the arrows sticking out, and that's what makes it look a little bit bigger. So I'm going to put this aside, and remember the colors that I told you guys. So what my gut feeling is telling me to just go with rose gold balloons. So I have these 12-inch. For my base, I always use 12-inch, okay? And these are rose gold chrome. And I'm going to be using this. I'm also going to use teal, although in the camera it may look as blue, but it's really teal. And mainly because, you guys, come on, how cute would this look together? But I also want to play with some of the yellows in there and pinks. So what I decide to do is get some yellows, some soft yellows as well. And I have these heart-shaped balloons that right now they look darker because they're not inflated. But once you inflate them, they're like a pastel pink that I will put on the side. And I also have a few balloons that are confetti balloons. They're 12-inch and they have rose gold confetti in it, as well as some heart balloons that also have confetti inside, and they're rose gold. I'm not sure whether I'll be using this or not, but right now that's all I have. So let's get started in building my base. Okay, so first I am starting with my rose gold, and these are 12-inch balloons, and I'm going to inflate them and calibrate them to a 9-inch diameter. Now, as before, if you don't have a calibrator, that will be about 20 pumps altogether. Okay, now I'm moving on to my teal colors, and as well these are 12-inch and 12-inch balloons that will be sized to 9-inch diameter. Now I'm making them the same size as my rose gold balloons because these will form a quad. So I'm gonna need 2 of the teal, 2 of the rose gold, which by the way I think they're so pretty. It just the color combination with my statement balloon is just pulls the whole thing together. So I'm calibrating them as you see, and now I'm going to tie them up, and this will create a duplet, right? Two balloons that together with my rose gold will make a quad. So you just interlock them and weave them around like that to secure them in place, and that's my quad right there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build my other quad, but this will be smaller in size. These are 9-inch balloons that will be calibrated to an 8-inch diameter. So just figure about, I would say 10 pumps. And I'm using yellow, but two forms of yellow. I'm using the pastel yellow and the very bright yellow because I wanted to just make it one color, but within that color give it some dimension or texture, if you want to call it, with two different yellows. Okay, you guys, so now that I have my two quads, I'm going to be building my base. I'm going to stack them one on top of the other, just like this, making sure the colors are, you know, somewhat staggered. So I'm going to grab a 260 stretchy balloon. You can do balloon string, fish line. You know, I like to use the stretchiness of the 260 to be able to weave around my balloons. Okay, you guys, and now this is what it looks like once my base is all done. I love the colors and it just looks so cohesive with my statement balloon. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab the heart balloons and I'm going to inflate them. The trick with these balloons is you do want to inflate them to the max so that you get that heart shape. If you underinflate them, then you lose the shape. Okay, so just make sure that you're constantly checking on the shape while pumping some air in it. And I'm gonna fill a total of 2 balloons because I intend to put them on the side, almost like sticking out of the sides of my base. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many pumps this is. Just go based on the shape of your balloons. Once it looks like a heart, you know it's good to go. Okay, so how do you attach these balloons, right? You're gonna use a half of a stretchy balloon, a 260 in this case I'm using, and you're just gonna tie a knot. And now that this 260 tab is hanging, it's stretchy enough to weave it right on your base. So I'm just looking on the sides how I wanna attach my heart. I thought about putting it right facing to the side like that, which would have been pretty as well, but then I felt like I wanted to be a different design, so I wanted to make it a little bit lower and more like horizontal. So, but it is up to you. The design is up to you. You don't have to necessarily copy the exact design that I have, you guys. You can make your own. This is just to give you an idea and give you the inspiration. But this is what it looks like once attached, and I am so happy the way it looks. So almost like a pretty bow. So now I'm going to attach my statement balloon, and as you know from past videos, I use a stretchy balloon. I roll the tab, make 2 knots, and then weave that stretchy balloon onto my base. I feel like this is a safe way to attach a statement balloon where it won't go anywhere. But some of the statement balloons sometimes have, or foil balloons I should say, they have a little hole where you can put the stretchy balloon through as well. I just want it tighter at the bottom, so that's why I do what I do. And I'm just going to go around my smaller balloon a couple times. There you go. And then do the other side with the other stretchy balloon tab. And while you're doing that, if your balloons move around a bit, it doesn't matter. You can always lock them into place. That's the beauty about using the 260 balloons. If you were to use a balloon string or fish line, you know, you risk the chance that if your balloon moves and you try to fix it, your balloons may pop. So for those questioning, can I use balloon string? Yes, you can, but just be mindful that you can't really wiggle your piece if you want to change it into place. Also, there's a lot of people that always ask me whether I put water balloons for weights, and I do. So in this case I don't, because it's a video that I'm doing for you guys on YouTube, so I don't want to go crazy put in water balloon weights, but you can. And you guys, how cute is this bow I just showed you? I love this like detail, and I'm just gonna, you know, hang it on the side because I just want it to be like a gift, right? And this was a last minute thought, to be honest with you. I wasn't planning on making a bow, but I thought the whole look was so pretty, and the bow, it's so simple to make. You just do 2 loops and 2 curlies, and you'll be good to go. Now my curlies, I wanted to glue dot them into place so that they're not too high up. They look more like a bow, and that's what I ended up doing, just bringing that little curly down. But I am so happy with the result. And sometimes this is what happens, you guys. You may have something in your mind as far as design, and then it completely changes while you're actually doing it. So it's always good to go in with an idea, but don't limit yourself, because you'll be surprised of what you can come up right on the spot. And this bow thing was last minute for me. And you can see me, I'm like still playing around with fixing the bow and how I wanted to look before I glued that into place, just to make sure that I like what I see before I make my final move, right? But so far it's so cute, you guys. Look at that. Yes. All right. Okay guys, so I was able to fill some balloons with helium, and I just opted not to use the confetti balloons, only because I'm running out of time, and you need to put a solution inside the confetti balloon so the confetti can stick if you're going to be using helium. So I decided not to, but I think it would look so good if you were to add confetti balloons to this with the rose gold theme in it. But for now, I have these 3 beautiful balloons, and what I'm gonna do is I just tie them in the middle right here together so that they look organized. They don't look like sloppy all over the place. You definitely want to be clean with your design. Make it pretty, be professional. Don't just throw a bunch of helium balloons and attach it and call it a day. Like, you want to you know, you want to make sure it looks presentable. So even just a bunch of helium balloons like this, you know, you have to make sure that you can see all your colors. So in this case, I stagger them into, you know, into a bunch like this and tie them over here so that they don't go all over the place. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna weave this balloon string right behind my bouquet. And this will actually give it some height and it's gonna look so pretty. So I kind of need to step out a little bit to see because I want the balloons to show right about there, I think. You know, I don't want them to be too close so that they don't think it's, you know, they're glue dotted to the balloon bouquet, but there you go. And if you don't want your balloons to go this way, that way, you want it in one particular place, a cute, very nice trick is to use a glue dot, glue it right at the string, and glue dot on the back to where you want your balloons to land. That also, you know, helps the pull the look together. And yes, you guys, you can use a water balloon weight or any type of balloon weight to your piece. I don't normally do it when I'm doing videos for YouTube at home because I just, you know, don't feel like it's not for a client. But if it was for a client, definitely you want to add some water weights so that your piece is not wobbly and it's sturdy and it's free stands. So keep that in mind. And let me go ahead and do a close-up for you guys so you can see what the final look.